Guys, today we are in Veranda on the far west side, of course, and we are looking at one of the most energy efficient homes that I have ever seen. A first of its kind for me. Guys, you do not want to miss this video. Let's go.
Let's get it. All right, guys, so today we're talking about Veranda, which is on the far west side of San Antonio. So let's go ahead and pull it up on a map and talk about where it is and what's around it. All right, guys, so if you take a look at the map of San Antonio, Veranda is gonna be located right over here on this far west side of town. Now, living over here is gonna put you about 25 to 30 minutes away from downtown San Antonio, which is gonna be right in here. It's gonna put you about 30 minutes or so away from the airport, which is gonna be right up here. And again, if you're moving here for Lackland Air Force Base, this is only gonna put you about 15 to 20 minutes away from Lackland, which is right down here. So you're gonna be located in a very convenient area. If you do need to go into town from your house for whatever reason, it's really nice living over here because you have access to two really good highways. Highway 151, which takes you straight into town. And the good news is that if that gets congested, you also are just as close to Highway 90, which also takes you directly into the center of town where you can get wherever you need to go. All right, so if you zoom in on this neighborhood, you're gonna see that it's located right at the corner of Talley Road and Wiseman Road, which are two pretty prominent main roads on this far west side of town. So this neighborhood, Veranda, is gonna be located on this road here and goes all the way back, basically throughout this whole area. And there's tons of new construction, so a lot of this might not even be showing up on a map just quite yet. When it comes to shopping, you're gonna have a couple different options here. So you're about 10 minutes away from two separate HEBs. That first HEB is gonna be down here located next to Petrenko and 211. And the second HEB is gonna be located in the Alamo Ranch area of town, which is right over here. So you have a couple different options. One HEB is a little bit larger and a little bit newer than the other, but either way, you both still have really good options for that. If you're looking to go shopping or go to Costco, you're gonna have one located right over here at the corner of 1604 and Petrenko Road. But you're also gonna have the convenience of being close to Alamo Ranch Shopping Center, kind of like we talked about earlier, which is located right here. And this one's gonna have a bunch of different stores. It's gonna have a bunch of different really good restaurants as well. And you're also going to be right next to a movie theater, which is Casablanca, which is located right over here. So either way, entertainment, shopping, you're gonna be squared away living in this neighborhood. Now let's talk about schools. This neighborhood is going to be a Northside Independent School District neighborhood, which overall is a pretty good district. You can always check out our video that we did on San Antonio's top school districts for more information on that. But this is where this neighborhood lacks a little bit. Taking a look at this neighborhood on a map, there's an elementary school directly across the street from this neighborhood. So you might be thinking, wow, how convenient, my kids can go straight here. Well, turns out that's not actually your elementary school if you live in Veranda. I found this out recently and I was pretty disappointed just because that takes away the entire convenience factor of why some families might even be looking to move into this neighborhood. So your elementary school is going to be Leak Elementary School. Now this is still a good elementary school, but it is going to be about 8 minutes away, maybe 10 minutes away, located south right here off of Petrenko and Talley Road. So while it is still close, it's not as close and not nearly as convenient. Now when it comes to your middle school, you're going to be looking at Bernal Middle School, which is only about 8 to 10 minutes away, located right here off Petrenko Road and Highway 211, right next to that HEB. And if you're going to be looking at high schools, you're going to be looking at William J. Brennan High School, which is only going to be about 8 to 10 minutes away. Although I will say Wiseman Road gets pretty crowded in the mornings whenever their kids are getting dropped off to school. So just keep that in mind whenever you're making your daily commutes. So on a positive note, one thing that I really do like about Veranda and this whole neighborhood together is the amenity center. Now you're gonna see in just a little bit whenever we walk on by, however, it's so conveniently located, it's amazing. Now this is gonna be right in the front of the neighborhood, right next to the model homes that we're actually gonna be taking a look at. But what I like about this is that it's right next to the playground as well. So you have the playground, you have the pool, and you have the amenity center all located right next to each other. So kudos to Veranda, great amenity center, great location. If you have kids or you enjoy the swimming pool, this is gonna be a big win for you. All right guys, so we took a look at the map footage, so let's go ahead and head out to the neighborhood and show you what it has to offer.
All right, guys, we just got to this neighborhood. Super nice neighborhood. Now, Trevor just showed you guys where it's at, located on the map and everything, and talked about the amenities and things that it's near. But this neighborhood is massive. It's a lot bigger than I remember. I actually drive down Talley quite often, and to be honest with you, it's a lot bigger than I thought.
It's bigger than what I thought too, man.
Being in the neighborhood.
I live close to this, and I had no idea how expanded this was, man.
They are really doing a lot of building in this back part of the neighborhood. This front part is not even completely built out yet, but they've already got land cleared. They've got roads back there doing a lot of building. Now,
lot.
when you look at the homes here, right, these homes right here are gonna be Brightland homes. And of course, in this neighborhood, we're gonna have Harry coming in. We've got Beazer, which is a home that we're gonna be looking at today. And we've also got Bel Air homes.
Bel Air, there you
Bel
go.
Air. So a lot going on here in this neighborhood. Really, really nice. What are your thoughts, Trev?
You know, the first thing I noticed whenever we came in here is, and I love it, man, if you kind of look off in the distance, there's just trees everywhere. Like,
yeah.
It's surrounded, like this whole neighborhood, it's almost in like a bowl, and there's just kind of an elevation of trees kind of out behind the neighborhood. And you can see, obviously, it's very undeveloped right now because they're still working on building houses. It's a very new community, but man, it looks so cool, very secluded. And again, I live down the road and I had no idea this was here. So man, this is good stuff. I can tell you this is gonna be a good one.
Now, I do like the fact that this neighborhood has the amenity center. I know a couple weeks ago we were out at Petrenko Acres. Those homes, $800,000-$900,000 houses,
Yep.
Gated community, wonderful community on 1 acre properties, no amenity center.
Yeah.
This neighborhood, not gated. Homes are gonna be smaller. You know, this is gonna be a more budget-friendly neighborhood, although, you know, there are going to be some houses here, $400,000 or $500,000.
It's a very different style of neighborhood.
It really
right?
is.
It's hard to compare the two. Now, although I will say that, you know, I'd still like an amenity center, but that being said, they're just very different. You know, apples to oranges, really. They're not the same.
Now, this amenity center is going to have a pretty large parking lot. Actually, they have 2 parking lots. So it's going to accommodate for the growth that this neighborhood is definitely going to see. They've got a kiddie splash pad area and it's a little bit more shallow for the kids. They've got a deeper area, lots of chairs that go around the pool. I'm sure in the summer, they're going to have umbrellas.
Oh, yeah, and what I do like about this too is that they decided to put the playground right next to the swimming pool.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of neighborhoods that I've seen where they do the swimming pool and then there's a different section of the neighborhood that has the playground. And to be honest with you, it's kind of inconvenient.
Yeah.
You know, I kind of like that they have it all tucked in one area. And to be honest with you, this is recently of the ones that we've been doing, this is probably one of the nicer amenity centers that we've seen out here so far.
So guys, first impressions, pretty excited about it. We're gonna go take a look at this Beazer home and I'm telling you, this is a good one. So let's go. I can't wait to see what this chocolate bunny is about. All right, guys, as soon as you walk into the house, you are gonna be in your foyer, which isn't very big. You've got view of the entire home. You've got your stairs off to your left. They look like they have a little entryway table here, which Trevor, you know I like having an entryway table.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. So this foyer here, now I know in our last couple of videos that you discussed that the foyer, you didn't like that there's not a foyer in the house. Now, would you say this is a big enough one for, let's say, your standards?
Now, this is, I like being able to walk in, right? And, you know, we take our shoes off in our house. So I like being able to walk in and have a place to take my shoes off. Maybe you have a little cubby here to put your shoes. So you're not directly walking into your living room. You know, I've seen some nicer, deeper foyers, obviously, but this will do for the size house that it is. This home is only about 2,000 square feet. And you can see that the footprint is smaller than some of the other ones that we've seen over the last couple of weeks. But Beazer has done a great job in the layout of the house. Over here, you've got your living room. You're gonna have a small little area off to the side where you can put your kitchen table. You're also gonna have your kitchen. Now, one of the things that I really like about this kitchen is although the house is smaller, they gave you a very large island. One of the houses in this neighborhood that we looked at, other than this one, it had a much smaller island. And so I really like having this large island. You're able to put 4 chairs here. What do you think about this island space?
I actually think it's a pretty good amount of space. Now,
Yeah.
I've been in some houses that are actually bigger than this that have kind of a smaller island. So I think that, and I like the fact that it's like a bar countertop. As you can see, you know, you can kind of hide stools and whatnot under there. And I think that's pretty important because sometimes it's just a counter and it's kind of not functional in some cases, but this is functional, so I appreciate that.
Now, of course, this is the model home, so it's gonna have all of the upgrades. We have not spoken with the builder rep on this house to see what is standard and what's not. This one has the 3 lights that are hanging down here from the ceiling. A lot of times, this is not standard. This can either be an upgrade or you have to do this after the fact, but they did a nice job on that. Now, you do have plenty of cabinets though, which I am happy that they did this with a kitchen this size, both up top and below. Now, we have seen some kitchens recently that have counters that go all the way up to the ceiling, right?
Yeah, I
and
like those.
that's nice. These don't, but they're still pretty tall, right? And a lot of times when you're building new construction home, you're gonna have a couple of different options when it comes to cabinet height. So these are probably their level 3 cabinets, which is gonna be their tallest cabinets.
Pretty solid though, I will say.
Built very nice. nice hardware. They did a great job with the backsplash and in their coloring. This neighborhood is gonna be gas, which is great. This is gonna be your gas range with your oven underneath. Trev, I know that as soon as you walked in and saw that combination, what were your thoughts?
Oh, you know I was happy, man. You know I'm a gas guy. I didn't used to be until I had the luxury and privilege of being able to cook on it.
But I mean, but the oven though, underneath the
oven's, you know, the oven's good. You know, I mean, being that it's a one piece, you know, it's a stove and an oven combo, I think that's good. But what I don't like, and we've seen this in some houses that we've looked at recently in some of our other videos, but what I don't like is when they have a separate range and a separate wall oven, but they still stack them just like this. I think it's kind of counterintuitive. It's like, well, you have the freedom, why not use it?
Right.
You know?
Well, in this kitchen size, they didn't have that option, that ability to do that. But at least you still have gas, which I'm a huge fan of.
Yeah, for sure.
You've got your dishwasher across from your oven and stove, and then you've got your standard sink, and you've got cabinets not only underneath your sink for cleaning supplies, but off to the side of that as well, which is pretty cool. Now, I am very, very happy that they included a very large pantry. Sometimes they don't do, and this is not even a corner pantry. You know, corner pantries are typically bigger when you open them up, but this, they didn't even do a corner pantry. They just did a regular flat pantry, but when you open it up, I mean, that's a huge storage room. Big up on that.
We've been a lot in houses that are a lot more expensive and a lot larger, and they have a lot smaller pantries. So kudos to Beazer for doing that.
Yeah, and so you're also gonna have your half bath down here. So when you go off to come off to the right, now this area right here is gonna be your 2-car garage. All right, you're gonna come in from your garage, there will be a door here, and then you're gonna have your mud bench for your kids who are tracking in all kinds of disgustingness. So, and then you're gonna have your half bath across from that so they can go wash their hands, which is great.
Appropriate.
Yeah, and then we're gonna head upstairs and take a look at the bedrooms. Now, you notice that there are no bedrooms downstairs. All bedrooms are upstairs. All 4 bedrooms are gonna be up top. Now, that can be a turnoff for some people. A lot of people like to have master down and then your others upstairs.
If it's a 2-story for me, I know that's me. I'd prefer to have the master downstairs because I got to be honest with you, I got a bad knee.
Yeah.
But I don't need to be going up all them stairs all the time, man.
And we won't tell the story how you got that bad knee.
Yeah, no, y'all don't go back and watch that $1 million house video we did because don't go watch that, please.
I know that back in the day when we bought our house, vinyl flooring was not standard. A lot of times you'd get some cheap carpet, you'd have to pay for the upgrade. A lot of time, right now, I mean, it seems like most of these builders are including vinyl flooring, hardwood floors or whatever with the price of the house. So we would have to see on that. And then the stairs are gonna be carpeted. Now, what I do like is the ceiling is gonna be nice and tall when you're walking up these stairs.
Can you touch the ceiling? Can you jump?
I can touch, hey, you know what? You're the one who can't jump, and we know why.
Oh, wow. Why? Say it, Johnny.
Now, as we come up to the top of the stairs, you're gonna have 1 bedroom. Actually, all bedrooms are gonna be on one side of the house. Let's see what's over here. You're gonna have your laundry room to your right when you walk up the stairs. Pretty good sized laundry room as well. No cabinets or anything like that, but it looks like there is space for cabinets. You'll have plenty of space to maneuver and fit your washer and dryer in there. They also have a window in the laundry room, which I think is a pretty nice touch. You're also gonna have your full bath up here. Tub, shower combo with a single sink. Very nice. What do you think?
I like it so far, man.
Yeah?
So far, so good. Like you said, smaller than some of the other homes, and that's okay.
As we walk back across the hall, you're gonna have your master, okay? You're gonna walk into your master. It's a pretty decent sized master. You're gonna have 2 walk-in closets. Your first one is gonna be off to your right, and your other one is gonna be inside of the bathroom. And this is a really nice bathroom as well. You are gonna have your his and her sink. They are kind of close together, and it doesn't really leave you a lot of counter space, which we have a lot of stuff on our counters. And I'll be honest with you, I'm guilty of having a ton of stuff on my side of the sink. But you are gonna have a separate water closet with the door on it, which is very nice. You're gonna have a shower, no tub, and a linen closet. And of course, like I mentioned, you're gonna have your second walk-in closet, which is very nice. So this does the job. It's not super big, but again, the house is 2,000 square feet. But what they were able to do with this space and pack everything in there, I think that they've done a really good job.
Now, what do you think about the size of this bedroom?
I mean, this bedroom will do. I think that it could have been a lot smaller. And actually, I think it's a very good size considering that they've got 2 walk-in closets, right?
That's
I mean,
true.
They did a really good job.
That's true. Closet space is so undervalued,
Yep.
in my opinion, man.
Yep.
I don't know.
As you walk back out of that master bedroom, you're gonna have bedroom number 2 off to your right. Now, come inside here. Now, right now, this is not set up as a bedroom. What would you call this room?
I would say this could be, it could be a bedroom simply because it does have a closet, but right now they have this set up as kind of a feature room, and we'll kind of show you why.
Now, we talked about the energy efficiency of this house, and this is what they are known for. So as you can see up here in the attic, they've got a chocolate bunny. And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about that chocolate bunny up there. And it is not melted. One of the biggest things that they are known for, Beazer, is their ability to cool the house from attic all the way down to the first floor without any change in temperature. And so up there, they've got spray insulation, which there aren't a lot of builders that do spray insulation. They are one of them that do spray insulation in their attic. And I think what it's been able to do is keep the temperature regulated in the attic and down on the second level and the first level. And I think that's amazing. When you look over here on the chart, they tell you that your average monthly cost for utilities is gonna be $93.
That's great.
Now you've got solar panels.
That's true.
On your house. So what do you pay, like $5 a month?
Yeah, I paid, I don't know, man, it's something like that. And that might be a little expensive, you know, but it is what it is.
But $93 a month is amazing. You know, in Texas, we have extreme temperatures in the summer, and there's a huge difference in your utility bill from summer to winter. And so being able to, you know, maintain a around $93 a month utilities throughout the year, I mean, you don't necessarily need solar panels. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily be thinking about solar panels if my bill was that low.
If I was paying $93 a month for my electric and energy bill, to be honest with you, I wouldn't spend my money on solar panels either. So kudos to Beazer again. Man, they're coming through a lot today.
Yeah, they've got a lot of good features going on.
I'm impressed so far.
As you walk out of this bedroom number 2, you're gonna meet bedroom number 3 and 4. Now, these bedrooms are gonna be your standard size bedrooms. They're nothing special about them. They have the standard size closet with a rod and a shelf, and then you have enough space for a dresser, nightstands, and everything like that. So that's what you have here with Beazer Homes. This home is pretty remarkable, again, for the size and the price. Now, starting price for Beazer Homes in this neighborhood are gonna range anywhere from the low 300,000s and up. So depending on your floor plan, they have multiple floor plans, anywhere from 1,500 square feet up to about 3,000 square feet. And so the price point is gonna depend on what it is that you want. What are your thoughts on this house?
I think I like it, man. I mean, one thing that I do want to point out that I kind of am noticing as well is if you take a look up top, these are pretty tall ceilings too. And typically on a 2-story house, the second floor, the ceilings aren't nearly as tall.
Yeah.
And I'm impressed by the fact that they were still able to maintain that ceiling height even going upstairs and keep the energy costs low. So side note, but as far as the house itself, man, I think they were really intelligent and really creative in the way that they were able to utilize this space. I think being, you know, a house that's basically 2,000 square feet, it's very functional for what it is. And I think that a lot of smaller families are gonna find this to be a really viable and feasible floor plan for them. And I mean, this is a really great option, especially when you're in a neighborhood that's competing with other builders such as Bel Air, Perry, and even Brightland across the street. I mean, they have to compete with that. So I think that they're doing a hell of a job.
Now, who is this house for? Would you say that this is a starter home? Would you say that this is a home for those who, hey, are looking for, you know, a forever home, long-term home? Who would you say this product
I would say this is probably 1 or 2 steps up from a starter home for sure. I think that this could be a starter home because it, you know, budget friendly. It's definitely budget friendly considering, you know, a lot of the other ones that we've looked at. However, would I say this is a forever home? It could be for some people, but I would say this is I'd even say 2 to 3 steps up from a starter home depending on the floor plan and the levels that you get. So in all honesty, I think that this is a great option for a lot of people. I think small families and even just couples without kids might find this a very beneficial builder to go with.
Yeah, I agree. I think the builder, I think the neighborhood and the location that it's in here in town, I could see someone purchasing in this neighborhood and being here for a very long time, especially if you're just young families starting out. You've got wonderful elementary schools, middle school, high school in this area. I could see someone purchasing over here and being here all through their children's school years. So great area, great builder, and can't say a whole lot more about that. You know how we do. We love to look at homes in San Antonio and bring you the best neighborhoods that we think are gonna be right for you and your family. Veranda, I believe, is one of those neighborhoods. What makes it unique is this Beazer home that we just took a look at and the energy efficiency of the house. Again, it is a first of its kind that I have seen here in San Antonio.
Absolutely. So it's a first of its kind from the home in general, but I think also the neighborhood, because this neighborhood is surprisingly filled with home builders that typically you don't see too often, right?
Together,
yeah.
Right.
Now, obviously Perry's here. We all know Perry's trying to take over everyone, so kudos to them for trying. But this neighborhood's cool because it's not often that I've seen a neighborhood with Bel Air, Brightland, and Beazer homes all together in here with Perry at the same time. I haven't seen another one like it. So unique on that aspect as well. I think this is going to be a really unique looking neighborhood. That's what I like about it.
And if you're thinking about moving to the far west side of San Antonio, which many people are, as is evident from all of the land that's being cleared for new construction, I think that this neighborhood really is going to crush. I mean, you are in San Antonio, you know, Independent School District area, right? Well,
North Side
Independent School District, but you're in Bexar County. Just down the road, you would be in Medina County. So you're going to be in Bexar County. Again, you've already touched on it in the map footage, but you have access to Wiseman, Petrenko, 211. I mean, you can get anywhere you want to go. This neighborhood is just conveniently situated.
And not to mention how far the city is expanding in this direction. So it's a matter of time before even more things are built up over here, which is good. Now, you already don't have to drive too far, but I think the fact that you'll probably have to drive even less in the near future is a huge benefit for living in this neighborhood, Veranda.
If you have more questions about this particular neighborhood or any other neighborhoods here in San Antonio, do not be shy. Reach out to us, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, and make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. We do post videos every single week, and you don't want to miss them.
And guys, whether you plan on purchasing a home here in San Antonio within the next few weeks or even the next few months, we would love the opportunity to help you and your family make a smooth move here to San Antonio. So please don't hesitate to reach out. We're pretty friendly. We'd love the opportunity to speak with you guys. Again, thank you so much for tuning in and watching our stuff. We'll catch you in the next one.